Hello Pisces, welcome. I've switched things up a lot. If you go watch the video I posted before the zodiacs, you will know a little bit more about it, but here you are not being last necessarily, because I'm doing things differently, but also, what do you need, Pisces? Because I almost feel like you need the Daemon deck more than anything. I feel like you need some advice about your work life, career choices, financial road ahead. I kind of am feeling like that's where you need to be at. I think Pisces can be very emotional and sort of associated with what, a dreamlike state, if you will, but I think that's the whole thing, is that you need not necessarily a reality check, but you need help grasping more physical situations than you do the emotional ones. You know, whereas like someone like Capricorn, I get on here and they want to talk about money, I'm sure, but I'm usually talking about inner turmoil. Whereas you do enough of that. And you need a little more of the tangible, a little more of the physical, a little more of what's going on with your pockets and your purses. So ultimately that is why I'm choosing to do the demons. Okay, so it is fucking wild hours of the morning right now, the midnight morning, if you will. So I'm gonna try to keep it brief, but that seems like a lot. Fucking demons keep something brief, but I guess I'm just reading out of a book anyways, so we'll see if I get through all of them. Okay, I want to honor it because it's very rare that I get a clump, and I am actually intending to do a full spread of them, but we shall see. I might not do all of them, I might just do these. Kind of makes more sense. Okay, sorry guys. We're gonna do this. Okay, this feels a little better. Seems a little overwhelming. This is a lot too. It's just like, because I'm only reading out of a book, it just, you don't want too many of them, but you also want a full reading, you know, so it's tricky. But yeah, this is going to be all about like your work life and your jobs, your dreams, your money, your wealth, your status, like however you see it, that's what this is about, okay, that realm. However it applies to you. So any of the following advice is really going to be for that. Alright, that's good. That's good. And then we got 2 face down. Last. Cool. So we're gonna start with my cow. No, we're gonna start with Marchosias, because when I did the Daemon cards for, I kinda wanna say Scorpio. Already don't remember, it was like not that long ago. I did this one first, then this one, then this one, because it was in alphabetical order, and it happened again! So I guess I'm going to start starting with the middle. So anyway, Marchiolas. It kind of reminds me of mariachi, so I just assume like a certain accent. I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. Marchiolas. There's no las. That's weird. What is marchiolas? Is that a word? Marchiolas? Marchiolas? I'm not even really sure what language I'm trying to speak. Marchiolas. With the rolling R. Marchiolas is what I'm hearing. I don't know what that's about. And it is because I'm seeing Marchosias. But I said Marchiolas. So it's odd. Beware of false hopes. Knowing something is impossible and striving for it anyway can take energy that could be used for attainable goals. So it's not that you have to give up on anything, it's just to replan some things or figure something else out in the meantime, or understand that it's okay to have a backup plan no matter what your first plan is, you know? What is working out or not working out, you know? I have always been like a hands-on job, working class person, you know, until the pandemic. And it was mostly because of an injury that I couldn't work, but then also on top of it, the pandemic, right? So it's sort of a new lifestyle for me to not be working for someone else, right? It's difficult. It's difficult because I am constantly inspiring myself, but I am very rarely motivating myself. So if you are someone who has a hard time working for other people, but aren't working for yourself, then you have to figure something else out. I mean, it's not even about picking one or the other, but it's like, what are you doing? You're not maybe like not a business, or you don't feel like a business if you have a business, or even like a talent. I don't know how else to say it, where it's like you don't want to work for other people, you don't want to work for yourself. Well, what's the answer? And honestly, the only thing I could think of is a collective, right, where it's an equal opportunity sort of thing. And I would say that probably suits you well, Pisces. So that's something random to think about. Anyways, my Cal, moving on, just like that. Focus on opening yourself to greater power and reputation, so it's time to level up. It's time to fucking act a certain way that carries you through every room that you will find yourself in as you move toward new goals and new opportunities, because you've realized that you've got to do something different. Yan Get-Tian. It's not that I hate his name, but it's the one most far off one that I really struggle with the most. Yan Gant E Tan. Yan Gantitan. Yan Gantitan. But with the hyphens in it. It's crazy. Focus on finding your way when off the beaten path, but beware of being led astray by distractions. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You're not doing great working by yourself or for yourself. So you gotta figure something out that doesn't ascribe you to the same type of roles that you played before, where you were just working beneath people, but it's going to be about working with people, forming a collective, building something that benefits everyone. But you can't invite just anyone to do these things with you, because some people will say they want to, but they really just want access to you and they want to distract you. Like it said, beware of distractions. If you have to find the people that resonate with your path, not with you, because a lot of people will resonate with you, but they're just going in a different direction, and that's fine. You can say hi, you can pass by, you can meet up sometimes, but unless they are already going on that path, you can't bring them. Period. And also remember, even if you don't resonate with someone on a personal level as much, recognize who's already on the path rather than who needs to catch up. That was so good. All right, Flaga. Focus on clearing away debris, physical or mental obstructions. So it's time to purge. I've been cleaning and rearranging and organizing and downsizing so much lately. I love it. It's time to do that. Okay, I'm going to read this one more time. I like to usually read them twice, but when I pull so many, I try to just focus on clearing away debris, physical or mental obstructions. So sometimes I like to do this exercise where I just sit and mentally picture, right? How else do you picture something other than mentally? Like a room, like a living room, sort of a witch's house almost. And I just picture a broom. I don't even picture anybody really. Well, I guess I could be sweeping. A witch, it's like a witchy thing. Just sweeping, and cleaning up there, and just like clearing the space. So just start mental, and then I think you'll be more inspired to make it more physical. All right. So we have Volak. Okay. Beware of underestimating soft-spoken or mild-mannered individuals. Many capable individuals are easily overlooked because they are quiet. Okay, so that's exactly what I was talking about with the path thing. There might be people you don't resonate with as much as a person because maybe you're very extroverted, you're very talkative, you're very social, and so when people are introverted and awkward and whatever, you're just like, ugh, can't stand it. It's almost like cringy to you. And this is just a reminder that sometimes those are the best people for you because they provide something that you cannot provide, and therefore you work together as a team to do something outside of each of you as individuals. Okay, so just saying, especially again, if they're already on that path with you, then why not go with them? Why not walk alongside them, right? Especially if you want the same things in life. But yeah. Malthus. Focus on physical or metaphorical structure, creating strong foundations or finding weaknesses in seemingly indestructible barriers. Indestructible. Okay. I feel like you need to be building a collective, not necessarily community, because it doesn't need to be a physical thing, but I'm just getting this sense that you should be bringing people together as a force, not to be reckoned with, geez, chill, but, working together to create something. Again, a community would be like a more physical space, right? But a collective is just the group. So you really don't need a place, all right? You just need the people. If you're thinking about starting a band, this is a sign for you to start a band. FYI. Same idea, right? Let's go to Belphegor. Okay. Beware of inspiration that seems too good to be true and ideas that seem like easy money with little work required. Okay, so if you're trying to do any of this, right, if you think that other people are going to bring in more cash for you, like, you already have the wrong mindset. If you think that being a musician is like a cool, easy life because rock stars and partying, it's like, no, you have no idea what you're signing up for. So just make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons before you do anything, I feel like I'm missing one, but I don't know what that's about. Yep. Tap. Maybe you're missing somebody. Okay. Focus on travel and expanding your horizons. Explore new cultures and gain knowledge. Okay, so it's just time, And if you want to go places, you better know like where you're going before you go there, right? Like, do the research, learn the language, or at least try to, or be prepared for different customs or being outside of yourself, especially if you never have been. Now, the U.S. has many different regions, but if you've never really left the country, then you have no idea what to expect if you go somewhere else, right? So just know where you go, always. And I almost want to say, if you're a picky eater, it's time to diversify your palate. No arguments. I know that people have different reasons for those things, but I'm just saying that's what's coming through to me. It's time to try new foods. Okay. Barbados. This is about nature. Focus on the closest to the natural world and understanding of plants and animals. Cool. So, that could be like a new direction, or just an extra skill that you have is to be able to name plants and stuff. We're going to go with Abraxas because I did feel like we were missing one. I literally said that out loud for literally no reason, and I cut the deck and saw him, so we're going to go with Abraxas. Magic, abracadabra. That's him. That's the one. Beware of lies of omissions and hidden truths. So, yeah. Okay, that's interesting, especially if you got some coworker drama. Shout out for that. And now we have Paimon. Paimon's a flashy demon, right? Paimon. This is a face down card, so it's kind of like what needs to come to surface or what you don't see immediately, but beware of unfavorable first impressions. Many intelligent and knowledgeable individuals are awkward or abrasive at first as a defense mechanism. One should watch for those actions within oneself. If you keep meeting people and not vibing with them, it might be you, Pisces, and it's time to just see that. I know you think you're like this magical, perfect, beautiful, whatever. Just, you know, it's maybe you. You need to change your attitude, your perspective, and your first impression if you want to meet or connect or click, I think would be the obvious word here, click with people when you meet them, or like the new people in your life to be like someone you want to be around, okay? It starts with you. So recognizing other people maybe aren't presenting themselves in the best way in the moment and having forgiveness when those things happen, but also reflecting on times where maybe you met someone who didn't jive with you in the first meeting, but that you've maybe grown to be friends with or never got the chance to be friends with. Okay, so recognize. And Oribus. Focus on honesty with ourselves and with others. It goes hand in hand, especially if we're talking about like coworkers and stuff, or people you're contemplating moving forward with, if you have like these plans or dreams for anything like we've discussed. But yeah, that's good, Pisces. I'm gonna pull it. How beautiful is this? I absolutely love it. I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. If you like my shit, And yes! Okay, thank you.